So, we have ourselves a greatest show.
We're playing the greatest game called Quiet.
So for anyone that is listening, they're not going to see this, but for anyone that's watching, you can see me, you can see Rachel, you can see Metal Jesus, and there is no Kevin, but he is present. Yeah, Kevin is
apparently putting together something. I have no idea what it is.
Kevin is putting together a desk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't have a desk in my room anymore because my parents got rid of it.
I have a desk anywhere I want because I live by myself with my wife who's in charge. This is not a funny opening.
It's not. No, it totally failed. This is being funny.
A whole lot. So we're gonna go to the opening.
At the commercial.
Welcome to the greatest show, where we are going to be taking a long hiatus after this episode. This is episode 135, starring Metal Jesus. Audio listeners can't hear you give the metal sign, Metal Jesus.
Sorry about that. I was trying to suppress a cough.
Oh.
Hey, listeners.
Well, aren't I the asshole in this situation?
No, you're just the asshole.
Just in every situation.
Gotcha. I am the asshole. We've got Rachel wearing the obnoxious headphones and cat eye glasses.
These are my good headphones. What you talking about?
Whatever, Chunky Brewster.
I paid like $80 for these things.
They're big.
They're comfy.
Okay. And then we have Kevin putting together a desk off screen. We'll be referring to him several times. He's got a topic for us, but not until he gets that desk put together.
Which I am nearing the completion of, I think, except I lost my tools.
Don't you threaten me with a good time. And then, of course, me. I'm DJ. I'm the guy that is the literal glue to this some assembly required. Literal glue.
I don't think you want to use glue when you're assembling things. It's not a very sturdy adhesive.
What if you're building stuff with wood and you want to use wood glue? Wouldn't that just work just fine?
What if it's wood glue?
Exactly. And you're building something out of wood.
I wouldn't know. I don't build things.
What about with your imagination? Do you build things with your imagination?
I prefer things that destroy things.
Here he goes again, dragging it down.
Yep. Since this show's taking a break, I guess I could take some topics from this show, right, if I was running my own podcast, right?
No, they're all proprietary. You can't use anything we've ever talked about, ever. It's all trademarked and registered, and nobody can ever... We sue everyone that even remotely talks about anything on this show.
Good luck.
Wait, what if it's hosted on the Emerald Spectre and she talks about stuff as a spin-off?
Oh, well, that's totally
Yeah,
acceptable.
like what if you hosted my show?
Oh, see, that's totally different.
Like
Because I still own it all then. It's all still mine.
But it's under my show name and I'm running it.
Yeah. Let's give you a sample show name. It'll be Rachel's World of Random Crap. hosted by emeraldspectre.com on YouTube.
Well, it mostly be using my YouTube channel for it, though.
What?
You didn't know I had a YouTube channel. Or did you forget I had one?
I didn't know.
I knew.
Yeah, he knows. He's like subscribed to me.
I tried to forget, though, because
I haven't posted in months.
no other YouTube channel exists but this one. And for those of you listening, yes, this is on YouTube. Why aren't you watching it?
That's a good question. Why are people not watching this? It's like, come on, this sure is gonna be funny, right? People need comedy, right?
We had comedy, right? I'm writing that down. Dead silence is not working, people. Metal Jesus, I want you to tell me a story about your favorite bunion.
I don't have a favorite bunion.
How about your favorite bar fight?
Most of the bar fights, I ended up running from cops. So, I hate running. No.
You know, you could always just turn it into a hostage situation, then you wouldn't have to run.
Kevin Kuick, the Debbie Downer of this podcast.
Mm-hmm.
What?
What?
How is that a downer? That is sound advice.
That's horrible advice.
I'm sorry, Metal. I cut you off. What were you saying?
I want to go out drinking with Kevin and see how his night ends up.
I would be careful because I heard he gets stabbed a lot.
Only 3 times. That's not that many.
That's 3 times more than most people have been stabbed.
See, I find that hard to believe.
Well, let's see. I am almost twice your age, and I have never been stabbed. So there's that.
I'm 1.8 times your age, and I've never been stabbed.
And I'm like, what, 5 years younger? And I haven't been stabbed.
Kevin Kuick, 75% more stabbings than the entire rest of the cast combined.
So what you're saying is that I need to visit you all and stab each of you.
No, that will not be happening because I will send that dog after you.
I got to put a pizza in. Talk amongst yourselves. Be entertaining. Somebody show some boob. Kevin.
No.
Oh. I am not showing off my magnificent...
Ugh.
I don't hear any talking. Really? Seriously?
About what?
For fuck's sake.
I don't know about me not being able to go see Wonder Woman, and I want to go see it like on a $5 day, and it's like everybody's just like, no.
I'm saying go for it. I haven't seen it yet.
Oh, thank God, that makes me feel better.
I also haven't seen it, but that's more just because I don't go and see movies by myself, and no one else really wants to see it.
I would watch it multiple times. I would watch it with each of you, and all of you, and each of you, and all of you again.
Yeah, no, I would go see it with one of my friends, but she's got family in town for about a month.
Damn.
So that's not happening.
Hey, excuses are like assholes. I am one.
Hey, I would go see it with Maya, but if she would get her butt down here, that'd be great. But, you know, that's not going to happen ever at this point.
She's not allowed to cross the border.
No, she is, but her parents are really weird. Like, she would have gone... Huh?
She's an adult. The fact that she's an adult and she can't is really weird.
It's the same thing with me. It's like my parents won't let me go downtown by myself, and I'm an adult.
You gotta cut that umbilical cord.
You know, the only time they let me be downtown by myself was when I was in summer school.
Why is everything that you talk about related to some event in a school of some form?
I don't know. I've been in school way too long, and I need like a massive break from it.
You need to move out. You need to get some bills and pay them.
I do taxes. At least, right?
Metal changed Kevin's name in the chat to likes to get stabbed.
That's why I was quiet.
That's such beautiful.
Oh, shit.
That's right. You didn't put one in for me yet.
Come here, kitty kitty. Come here. Yay, I got a kitty. I lost the kitty.
It's so. It's like right beside your head.
Kitty. Kitty butt. Kitty butt. Hello, kitty butt. Kitty butt. Hi, viewer. I wonder if it's the wife.
Hi, wife.
And if it's not the wife, you can go to tlk.io/thegreatestshow. I will literally give you something if you paste it in there. It can be a Chopper Star Wars plush toy. It can be a talking First Order Stormtrooper plush toy. It can be a graphic novel. Be all kinds of stuff. tlk.io/thegreatestshow.
So we're still doing giveaways then.
Sure. We're about to go on a hiatus. I want to give stuff away.
Good point.
Yeah, and it's not just on my head. Oh, clank, clank, clank. It's like a terrible cereal mascot trio.
So yeah,
Clank.
listening to Kevin tell up a body.
Not supposed. No, he's assembling the box to ship it to people.
Mm-hmm.
He's got one piece going to Rachel.
Mm-hmm.
He's got one piece going to you, Metal Jesus.
All
He's
right.
got a piece going to the governor,
Which governor?
the one that was in The Walking Dead.
Oh,
I haven't even watched that show either, so sorry.
Wait, it's so sorry? Is that what you just said?
No, I haven't watched The Walking Dead yet either.
well, can I forward my box to like Rob and just surprise him?
Only if it's the genitalia piece, and I don't know what Kevin's sending to who, so I mean it's going to be really hard to tell.
Well, can I specifically request that the genitalia piece gets sent to Sir Rob?
Yeah, we can work on that. I'm sure Kevin is taking notes right now.
What? Huh?
All right, so the important part of what you missed, Kevin, is when you're sending out body parts, send the genitalia to Sir Rob.
Oh, Rachel.
You know, I don't think I'm going to be castrating anyone, but thanks.
We were making fun that you were building a box to ship all the body parts from the person you just killed.
Mm-hmm.
No, see, UPS already has boxes.
Oh, yeah, but the blood will leak right through them.
Well,
Yeah.
that's why you bleed them out before you start dismembering.
But then you have a bunch of blood to clean up.
No. See, okay, so what you do is you bring them upside down from the ceiling, and you put a big tub underneath them, and then you make the incisions so that they will bleed out directly into the tub, and then all you have to do is just drain that.
and clean it because, you know.
I mean, not necessarily.
We have in our midst a bona fide serial killer, folks.
Yeah, we do.
Bona fide.
I'm not a serial killer. I just watch. Have you not ever watched Midnight Meat Train?
No.
What?
Oh,
It's a
yeah.
horror movie.
It's with the guy from The Hangover and X-Men 2, Juggernaut.
Yeah. I really like the short story.
Never read the short story, but the movie was good.
I haven't watched an X-Men movie in a very long time.
You're not missing much.
What?
The last X-Men movie I ever saw was Wolverine Origins.
Oh my! There are so many better movies out now.
I know, I've got you massive catching up, like, watch the Wolverine and whatever.
Not just that. I mean, you got Days of Future Past. You've got X-Men First Class. You've got X-Men Apocalypse.
Yeah, I got a massive
Oh,
lot of
my God.
Watchmen, X-Men. Like, I've got a lot of movies to watch.
Oh my God. Metal. What did you say?
Nothing.
Oh.
I was just shrugging.
I might as well make a list of movies I need to watch at this point.
You need to make a list of all kinds of stuff you need to do at this point. Like cut the umbilical cord.
Number one right there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I gotta go poke some holes in some pizza.
Right, go stab a pizza.
Stab it.
That's it. I don't need to stab it yet.
Who are the people on this podcast? On this podcast. We
Right,
don't know.
so for the homework thing, you want me to go through 135 episodes of this show and find
Yeah.
every single funny thing.
Yeah.
Good lordy, that's gonna take me about 3 months.
What do you mean?
You
Well,
guys,
that's good because you have like 2 months, so just do it twice as fast.
Right, do it like one each day if I can.
two
Well,
days.
I mean,
Well, the good news is you can skip all the ones that are Greatest Show Fight series.
Right. Okay.
And you can skip all the ones that you're on because none of them are funny.
Right, unless we're talking about me going squeaky ones, then those
That's
count.
true. That squeaky is still golden.
Pretty funny. But I fixed the problem tonight, so thankfully. That was fixed because I restarted the computer.
You should
Well-
reboot. You should reboot everything all the time. Just reboot. When your
I know.
parents go, do you want any pizza? You say reboot. So if anyone's wondering, we're going to take a break until September 9th after this episode.
Why
The reason- Why September 9th?
Yeah.
Because that is the weekend of Road City Comic Con.
Yeah.
All right.
So Rachel and I and probably Kevin will have something to discuss.
Yeah, we'll probably discuss maybe the convention, right?
No, we're probably going to discuss cooking methods. Yes, the convention.
Which I will hopefully be able to go through all 3 days or at least 2 days.
I'm not going the first night. I'm not going Friday night.
I don't think I might skip Friday and just go maybe Saturday or Sunday or both days because my parents are probably going to be out of town and go to Canada then. And I'm like, I ain't going to Canada.
I'm writing that down. I ain't going to Canada.
Because they were like, let's go on vacation to Canada. And I looked at them and I'm like, when? And they're like, September 9th to 10th. And I'm like, yeah, no, I got a convention. Sorry.
1973 called. They would have loved you.
There's
What-
nothing
what-
really. Wait, what?
What about 1973?
I'm referring to the Vietnam War, where everyone else went to Canada. I've got
That was before my time, so I'm confused.
Yeah, she's like 4 years old.
I'm 20.
I forget that DJ's a communist hippie.
Wait, what?
Wait, what?
I was in the Navy while you were still in high school.
Yeah, and
So who's the hippie now, you long-haired freak?
you?
What? I got no hair. I'm closer to metal than you are.
No, that just makes you aerodynamic, thermodynamic.
Thermodynamic.
Wrong thing, I think.
Get to the chopper!
Terminator?
No, Predator.
Predator, yes, Predator. Sorry, I got my. That's an awesome movie, by the way. If you haven't seen it,
I haven't, so.
you haven't seen Predator?
Sorry.
Damn it, woman! You gotta get the pizza.
There's a lot of movies I haven't seen.
Why don't you start making a list so we can start ragging you about it?
Okay. Let me find a piece of paper. Oh boy.
Oh,
Nice.
It's Sarab!
yep.
Hold on.
Are you going to join us, or are you just popping in to tickle his genitals?
Hang on a second.
Both.
Quick, Kitty, go get her! He'll be ready to come out when it beats again.
I'm trying to stick with this now, so I'm just gonna film one.
Go for it.
What? He's just going to grab shit and run?
What?
Who's that?
It's a bike.
Oh, it's awesome.
Yeah, he got it for me.
That is pretty sweet.
What was the other movie that you said that you wanted me to see?
What, Predator?
Thank you.
Animal House. Full Metal Jacket.
We don't need her watching Full Metal Jacket.
Why not?
Because I don't want her to be scarred for life.
Yeah, can my voice not scar me? That would be great.
First half, it'll be fine.
Yeah, that's the best half.
Listen, if we're gonna scar her, we're gonna get it. We're gonna do it right. We're gonna find a movie that's really gonna wreck her.
Just binge watch Serial Experiment Lane. Just watch all of it in one sitting.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no, let's not go there, Kev.
Yes.
Let's not go there at all.
I'm okay with certain horror movies, but it's like certain horror movies are not gonna be watched ever.
Human Centipede.
No.
No.
Centipede. For those that haven't understood the premise, it's a doctor who sews people's heads into other people's butts.
Oh, the Human Centipede? Yeah, it's yeah.
That's a little creepy and messed up.
Little creepy.
Yeah. Just
If you're lucky enough to be the top.
Well, you haven't seen Tusk yet by Kevin Smith, then, have you?
No.
Okay.
And let me save you the time. I never will.
Oh, I don't want to say nothing. Just
You got a copy?
no, I don't. I'm just tired of it.
All right.
So, how's everyone doing tonight?
We're doing great. Why is metal standing?
My knees hurt.
Oh. I didn't know if you had a Woody and you couldn't sit down anymore.
Happens every time I stop by.
It's true. He's got a pretty mouth.
Furry mouth.
Any other movies that I should be watching?
Did you put down the X-Men First Class? Future
I put
Past?
all the new X-Men movies down. That's what I wrote. It's just like
No, I don't watch all the X-Men movies. The third
the
X-Men.
new ones. I'm referring to the newer ones.
The last one she saw was Wolverine Origins. So
Yeah, no, there's no. It's much better.
yeah, we're like, just keep going.
Yes, keep going.
Keep going. Have you seen Wonder Woman, Sarab?
Twice. I love it. Great.
About goddamn time somebody had the balls to watch it other than me and my wife. Hey, look what my wife brought me.
Oh, nice.
What
Yeah.
is that?
It's a watch band for the Apple Watch. It's a rainbow.
Nice.
It is Pride Month.
Yeah, limited edition for Pride Month.
Limited edition. You know what? In fact, let me put that up in the corner there. It says Pride Edition, and then I would have to scribble in bitches. So Pride Edition.
You
Bitches.
absolutely should. Do it right now. Hold it back up to the camera.
No, I don't want to ruin my box. Yes.
Should I be watching the Alien movies or no?
Yeah.
If you haven't already,
I have not. So
Just the first two, actually. That's what I'll say. Is first two, and for my benefit, you should watch Prometheus.
when was the,
Have you
that the
seen
last
Kid
one that
Rock?
came out?
No.
I'd say watch all 4 and then Prometheus. And then Covenant.
So what Metal is saying is watch everything but the 2 Alien versus Predator movies.
Yeah, even I don't think they're worth. Yeah.
The first one had some potential, but they just kind of like, it's like they got a bunch of guys into a room and they all whacked off together and put it on film.
Should I finish watching the Resident Evil movies or no?
yeah.
Okay, Kevin says yes.
Okay, so the last one I ended up at was like the second or third one, I think.
They're okay. You know what adaptation I enjoyed was the Silent Hill movie.
Yeah, nope, not happening.
No, not happening. Okay.
There's a trilogy you should also consider too, and that's Clash of the Titans, Wrath of the Titans, and Remember the Titans. Although that last one, it gets real weird.
Especially once you get to the third part, it's just
Just
hard to keep up
it
sometimes.
takes a
Okay.
turn to keep coming. I love
What?
it. I love that joke. That's not a trilogy. Don't do that.
No, I know, but my parents have been trying to make me watch movies with them, and I'm like, I need movies to watch that I can watch without them freaking out over when I'm watching.
Seriously, they get on your case about movies?
Yeah, they make me watch like lame old movies with them.
What? Describe a lame old movie as a. Please. tell me.
Some old Western movie.
Oh, see, that's all westerns are lame.
I'm
Exactly.
guessing.
Try telling that to my dad's face, then it's like,
Uh,
no.
You can. Okay, I don't know what point of the show this is. It's like 28 minutes into the show. Are you ready? Westerns are lame.
Thank
That's
you.
it. Can't take it
Listen.
anymore.
You can have your opinion, or you could be like me and be right. I'm just saying. Be like me.
The only old movies I will ever watch with my dad is James Bond movies.
James Bond's okay.
That's a good That's a good selection for sure.
So now begs the question, and this is where it's going to get divisive. Sarab, who's your Bond?
That's a tough call. All right? The obvious answer is Connery.
No.
But no, it's not. You know who I really liked as James Bond was fucking Pierce Brosnan.
Pierce was good. Pierce was
Yeah.
good. Metal, who's your Bond?
George Lazenby.
All right.
I'm kidding. I don't have a particular favorite.
No Steve Moore. Not a little more here. Or Roger Moore. I'm sorry. Roger.
What about Kuwik? Who's your favorite Bond?
I'll tell you once I actually watch a James Bond movie.
Oh,
Oh!
Get off the podcast right now and go watch Octopussy.
How have you not seen a James Bond movie?
he's got no class and taste.
Apparently.
Rachel, who's your Bond?
I like Daniel Craig.
That's a good choice because that's my Bond.
Really, both of you? I have serious contention with Daniel Craig.
Now,
Bond is not an action superstar.
but
He's never meant to be.
but I was a Roger Moore fan, and then I saw Daniel Craig's, and I was like, oh my God, that's now my Bond. Because it wasn't all gadget this, gadget that, and I didn't really like the whole gadget thing.
But he's supposed to be gadget this, gadget that. He's not supposed to be a hand-to-hand combat fighter. That's all Daniel Craig was.
Daniel Craig is the origin of James Bond.
Yeah, but even the origin of James Bond was he was still supposed to be a suave, sophisticated secret agent, not a martial artist running around kicking ass with his hands and feet. He's supposed to be smarts and his gadgets and his charm.
But yeah, a secret agent needs martial arts skills to save their ass in certain situations if their gadgets break.
The Roger Moores and the Connerys and the Broslins, they all had their hand-to-hand moments, but the movie was never focused on big explosions and ridiculous fighting scenes like the Daniel Craig Bond movies were.
But that Daniel Craig's is a reflection on the movie era that we're in. I mean, everything's a Michael Bay movie these days.
That's absolutely. So perhaps my contention should be with Hollywood in trying to keep some Bond consistency instead of conform to the norm.
Yeah. So if we amalgamated all movies together in one shot right now, we would have a movie full of explosions, lots of lens flare, and it would end on a cliffhanger that nobody understood, with an alien in it that nobody understands what it is, where it ties into, or why it's there.
So like the end of Watchmen, essentially.
But that's the book Watchmen.
Yes, exactly, the book Watchmen.
All right, Kuik has got a halo on his head. Woo!
Is that by design or just coincidence?
Oh, that's just where my light happens to be.
It's so much. Well, all right. I was gonna say it's so much better with the light off, but
There.
we need to see your beautiful face.
No, you really don't.
Oh God. I always dread looking at what he sends to the damn conversation.
Who, you?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I don't mean if like on the Facebook like group chat, my phone's like on silent, so I don't even hear it go off at this point anymore.
Metal's conclusion is that James Bond is a Time Lord.
Okay.
I have to go look at it because
You're welcome.
I mean, it does make sense. I mean, a certain kind of sense, at least.
that's too late. Were you being serious?
No.
Okay, I walked home the driveway. I wasn't
Yeah.
in a truck mud all over the lawn.
Well, I was being serious about that. I was talking about the time where we like,
Oh, I haven't gotten there yet. Yeah.
What are you
Okay.
two talking about? Are you guys having a whole different conversation?
Oh yeah. Just a sidebar. We're done now.
You know, Metal, incidentally, if you two just recorded your conversations and called it a totally different conversation with Kevin and Rob, that would be awesome.
That's not a bad idea.
Although my dad had me watch other James Bonds besides Daniel Craig, so I've seen different people play James Bond.
And yet
But-
you picked Daniel Craig?
Yeah, yet I have to go with Daniel Craig. I'm sorry.
No, there's nothing to apologize for. I'm just trying to understand your decision.
I don't know. It's just like I started watching.
4.5
James
years
Bond
old.
movies Probably God when I first started watching them. It's probably about 14 when I started watching them with my dad, and after
let me ask-
watching older.
Because this will explain. Was it the first Bond you ever saw? Was with Daniel Craig?
I think so.
Oh, that'll do it. That's like listening to the slow version or fast version of Layla first. Whichever one you hear first is the one you like the most.
Or was it not with him? God, I can't remember the first one I watched.
But the first Bond I saw was Connery, and I don't associate Connery with Bond hardly at all.
Well, I question your mental state to begin with, so that's fine.
I'll punch you right in the gonads.
Right?
What was the James Bond movie that came out in 2004? I think there was one that came out in 2004, right?
Maybe.
That was probably with Brosnan. if it
Yeah.
did. Yeah.
Brosnan.
That might have been the first one I watched. I don't remember which one. It was one of the later on ones, I think. But
Goldeneye was the late 90s,
Yeah.
right?
That was,
and then there was The World's Not Enough, and
01, maybe 2000.
GoldenEye.
Skyfall?
Skyfall was Craig. That was the
GoldenEye.
No, GoldenEye was late 90s. We just had this conversation. So
Yeah.
GoldenEye was because GoldenEye was the Nintendo 64 game that everybody played freshman year of college.
To the internet.
Yep.
So GoldenEye, The World's Not Enough, I think, is the third one with Brosnan, and I'm missing one in the middle. There's one with Halle Berry in there somewhere too.
That's what I was thinking of then.
Yes.
That's the one I'm thinking of, like where they're in Cuba and stuff, I think.
Okay, that's the one where she plays Jinx. They were trying to make launch a new movie. Die Another Day came out in 2002. Yeah, and then the very next movie was Casino Royale with Daniel Craig.
Okay. That was like, what, 2006?
Yep.
No, Die Harder is so. There's Die Hard, Die Hard 2, Die Harder, Die Hard with a Vengeance with Sammy J. That's one there is. Then Live Free or Die Hard, and then come on.
We've had this discussion on the air before, and a lot of us agree that the well, I don't remember who we were talking to actually, but me and whoever else it was both agreed that Sam Jackson can't really save that movie. It's a hard watch. It's not bad, but it's not good.
I haven't even seen it, so.
It's decent. I'd say it's a 7 out of 10.
Wow.
There's a lot of movies I haven't watched.
The first Die Hard is my favorite Christmas movie, without a doubt.
I have to go with Lethal Weapon.
There's a lot of people that don't consider Christmas is actually happening until they see Hans Gruber fall from Nakatomi Plaza.
Absolutely, and that should typically happen, the day after Halloween. So.
Whoa!
During Christmas season, for me, it's usually I'm watching the old Christmas TV shows. So, that's my winter break pretty much, is me watching those. Like the old Rudolph that's like made out of felt and whatever.
Stop motion.
What about Christmas Story? That's always a classic indication. I love that movie.
Well,
I don't think I've even watched. I think I've watched Home Alone once, but that's it.
Why?
He's an idiot.
Better ask why.
No, that's the priest.
My wife.
Metaphorical sense.
Water. You want a drink?
I'm good. Thanks, so. Nah, Mike.
No, I believe you. I believe you.
Oh,
Hey, remember that glass that you shattered a while back? We, put it back in?
How the hell did that happen?
You? No, like,
Even if I did, I wouldn't give a shit.
I know.
All right, so there's like 6 of us off camera now. Awesome.
What's up?
I just
Drop it.
yeah. I'm seeing that. Whoa!
What would the reaction be if I just came up behind him, I just grabbed that and just slit his throat and then ran?
You might get applause.
You almost made me spit my water. I'm trying to have a drink here.
Have you ever done a legit spit take?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Never on air, but
Yeah, never like on air, but amongst friends, yes.
I was showing a guy about the brain fuggler on creasedcomics.com, and he started laughing and then pointed something out that I had completely forgotten about, and I did the legit spit take because it was hilarious.
nice.
Is this on video?
The brain? No, it's not. I have always wanted to film something I suggested this to Bob on episode like 60 something, that I wanted to sit down and we're both drinking, and then like a pretty girl walks by, and then I like spit take, and then when I completely spit everything out that's in my mouth, I take another drink and just keep going. So 2 spit takes, because I thought that would be funny.
Go for it.
Well, Bob's in Indiana. I suggested it a long time ago, and nobody's grasped onto it yet, so we're kind of in the holding pattern.
Well, I tell you what, if I ever make it out there to visit and we're all drinking at a bar somewhere, I will join you in this endeavor just to see what the reactions will be.
You'll let me spit take on you twice?
Sure, I'll just wear a raincoat.
Get a raincoat!
Right, a raincoat.
I like you, Sir Rob. So, Rob, since you haven't been on in a while, Metal did this last week with us, and I told the other two before the show, is that I'm writing down funny things that get said during the show, and after we go off the air, we'll all vote on the best one, and that'll be the title of the show.
Excellent. I like it.
Yeah. Like the last show was, yeah. Drop my pencil. So excited. Oh, the last show was, he was also the Danish girl.
And then what were the last two shows before that? Wasn't that me being the squeaky person?
Well, I didn't.
The Ginger Bastard conversation didn't happen on the show because that would have been a great one.
So, Kuik,
Yes.
tell us about Stormblood, Stormbrood, Stormborn, Storm whatever.
Stormblood. So early access started yesterday. I can't stream any of it because no streaming is allowed until it's actually fully released on Tuesday. But it's been really fun so far, although it is bottlenecked a bit. Like, I tried logging in a little bit earlier before the show, and it said that there were like 200 and some odd people in queue to sign in. So, like, you know what? I'll just wait until after the show is over to play more. But it's really nice. I've been enjoying the new classes, especially Red Mage and Samurai.
What's the Samurai do?
The Samurai is sword-based, has 3 or 4 different major combos that you can do, and then each combo fills a portion of your attack meter, and depending on how many of the meters are filled at any given time, you can unlock different special attacks that you can follow up using. It's very, very heavily combo based.
So you're talking about Final Fantasy XIV's new expansion, right?
Yes.
Excellent.
It's the only geeky topic we had on the burner. We literally had no rundown for this show.
Yeah, unless all of us went and saw Wonder Woman, we could talk about it, but all of us, we haven't, so.
Yeah.
And aside from Stormblood, I also went ahead and got Horizon Zero Dawn, which is also
so good. So good. Sorry, I get a boner every time I think about that game. I love that game.
Sweet. Oh, boy.
Are you writing that down too?
Absolutely.
He's writing down anything funny tonight.
Every time I think about that game. That's a long one. I don't know. Well, we may just shorten to that. I get a boner.
That's legit. That happens.
So, Sarab, what are you going to do when Metal moves on out here?
I don't know, man. Probably weep tears of joy and
Wow.
come visit his father more often.
Yeah, I've got such great friends.
That's what you get for knowing somebody over 21 years, man.
Yeah.
There's no placating. There's no sugarcoating here.
Well, while I haven't known Metal that long, we do share one thing in that I can tell him to go fuck himself, and he knows that I'm being genuinely nice to him because of the military.
Yeah. It's totally go.
I understand.
It's a way of saying hello.
When I tell him to go fuck himself, I really mean it.
Yeah. Yeah, and he probably does actually go fuck.
Yes, quite well. Yeah, he's missing 2 bones in his rib cage. You can do it pretty effectively.
21 years is about 7 times longer than I've been friends with anyone ever.
Wow. That's also 7 times the amount of times you've been stabbed.
So that's just going to be a thing forever, isn't it?
Yeah. Hey, wait. We gotta ask this, Sarab. How many times have you been stabbed?
2.5.
Really?
Really?
No.
Your time was not someone else.
He's laughing, so that's not true. So
No, it's not true at all. I have not been stabbed once in my life.
So Kevin Kuick has been stabbed 3 times, whereas the other 5 of us have never been stabbed.
How have you been stabbed 3 times, and why didn't you learn after the first time not to do the thing again?
Okay, so
All right.
so one of
Any
them
story-
was an ex-girlfriend decided to try to murder me in my sleep, which
Holy shit! Is that for real?
yes.
Good lord.
Another time was my stepdad, and then the
Okay.
last time was my little brother.
Okay,
wait,
apparently your
I-
family
I
wants
hope
to
you-
murder you.
I hope you're just living in an apartment by yourself now.
Yes, I am.
They're not the same person, are they?
That's it's terrible.
What?
It's only people who know me that want to murder me, so that probably doesn't say anything good about my personality.
I don't want to murder you, and I know you.
Yeah, I don't want to murder you either, man.
There, 2 people don't want to murder you.
I don't
Ken.
want to kill you.
Rachel doesn't have time. Her parents won't let her.
Exactly. I'm never down in Eugene anyway, so.
Oh, you're not going to write that title down? 2 people don't want to kill you? I think that's a great title for a
All
show.
right, there we go. 2 people don't want to kill you.
Well, I think that just leaves Trisha in the running for.
Well, I mean, it doesn't even necessarily need to be stabbing. I mean, I've also been tased and shot at, so.
Oh my god. What is wrong with you?
One of the
So,
tasings
all right.
was
5
voluntary.
separate incidents and 1 common denominator. I'm beginning to wonder here.
One of the
Tell me it.
tasings was voluntary because we decided that because we were idiots and teenagers, we decided to play taser tag.
And let's just see how this feels or how this goes. Yeah.
So that was one of them, and then another one was just some random lady on the street.
Oh my god.
What?
So 6 times. 6
guess-
times you've been.
A random lady on the street tased you?
I guess I was walking too close behind her or something. I don't know.
Good lordy.
It wasn't
I am
even like
not 100 yards of you.
I mean,
No,
I
no, you want. You'll get all the.
I could understand
Well,
if it
blame
was
him.
like in the middle of the night or something, but it was broad daylight and I just happened to be walking
No,
behind.
actually, if it was the middle of the night and I was walking behind any woman and she felt threatened and she tased me, fine, no big deal.
Yeah.
I'd say it's a big deal. Getting tased.
Maybe it's a big deal, but I mean, unless she had, I can consider that a justifiable reason. If you're walking too close or whatever, that's fine. Self-defense is the thing. I don't know. That sucks.
But isn't that you would just accept it because you're of Middle Eastern descent?
Yeah, I suppose that's like, if any act of violence gets committed against me anytime while I'm in the United States, well, hey, I'm Arabic. Well, I'm not really, but that's what the it's gonna be.
You're really. Come here.
Well, you know, these days, anyone who's got a, I don't know, slightly tanned complexion is not American. So,
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. But I mean, I'm relatively okay on a progressive seaboard on the East Coast. Middle America is just fucked right now.
yeah. Oh, we almost lost your feed there for a second.
What?
Really?
Yeah, we just had your profile picture there first. it just popped away. But you're back. I mean, there's no problems now. We're all fine. We're all fine here. How are you?
Thank you. How are you?
It's a boring conversation anyway. Look, we're about to have company.
It's a little short for a stormtrooper.
Oh, the suit.
Have you guys ever read the top 10 lines from Star Wars that could be considered sexually explicit?
No, but I am waiting to hear this.
I don't know all 10 of them, but 2 of my favorites are, get in there, you big furry oaf, I don't care how it smells. And of course, my top favorite is, look at that speed, you think you'll be able to pull out in time?
Jesus.
And there's 8 others that I can't remember.
All right, top 10.
I think you're gonna have to shut the window.
Who let the dog in? Woof. Woof.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I got 2 dogs, and one of them sitting on me trying to bark, and I'm like, not happening. Yeah, the big giant barking noise behind me, that would be my black lab puppy.
Okay, I've got the list.
Oh boy, here we go.
Oh, 10 for each of the 3 original trilogy movies.
Really? Oh, there's 30. Holy right.
Yes. All right. She may not look like much, but she's got it where it counts, kid. Curse my metal body, I wasn't fast enough. Look at the size of that thing.
That's what she said.
Sorry about the mess. You came in that thing? You're braver than I thought.
I forgot about that one.
Aren't you a little short for a stormtrooper? You've got something jammed in here real good. Put that thing away before you get us all killed. Look at that speed. Look at that speed. Do you think you'll be able to pull out in time? And then, of course, there's the get in here, you big furry oaf. I don't care what you smell.
Yeah.
Empire. And I thought they smelled bad on the outside.
Uh-huh.
Is that referring to the, what was that thingy?
The Tauntaun.
Thank you.
Possible he came in the south entrance. Oh, shit. Okay, let me let my eyes clear a little bit. I must have hit it pretty close to the mark to get her all riled up like that, huh, kid? Hurry up, goldenrod. That's okay. I'd like to keep it on manual control for a while.
Yeah.
But now we must eat. Come, good food. Come. Control, control. You must learn control.
Story.
There's an awful lot of moisture in here. I thought that hairy beast would be the end of me. Size matters not. Judge me by my size, do you?
That's a good one. It's wise.
And Return of the Jedi. Rise, my friend. Open the back door. Hey, point that thing somewhere else. It's just a dead animal. Not bad for a little fur ball. How can they be jamming us if they don't know we're coming? Come here, I won't hurt you. You want something to eat? Keep on that one. I'll take these 2.
Okay, that was a good one. The others, they were trying too hard.
Yeah, we got 2 more in the official list here, and then of course we've got the comments.
Yes.
I want you to take her. I mean it. Take her.
I need to take her, yeah.
And the last one, I don't think the Empire had Wookiees in mind when they designed her, Chewie. How about here? Oh, so here's some of the comments. Get clear, Wedge. You can't do any more good back there.
Okay, that's legit.
Let's see here. What an amazing smell you've discovered. Governor Tarkin, I would have expected you to be holding Vader's leash.
Sure.
Into the garbage chute, Flyboy.
Just out of curiosity, how many comments are there?
Well, just randomly guessing here, I'm going to say 300.
Okay.
Wow.
So I'm not going to read them all, obviously. And apparently they got into the newer movies, too. So I'm just going to stop there.
That's probably for the best. This
So,
rabbit hole.
wait, what was the funniest one? So I can write that down as a... it was in the Empire, I'm pretty sure.
I still think it's Luke at that speed. You think he would pull out in time?
No, we laughed at possible he came in the South End.
That's the one. It's true.
Because it's butt stuff.
Yes.
Okay,
it's
no
what's
wonder
called
why
up.
my dog Bella is over here. She wants the leftover pizza.
We'll feed her.
I do not give her pizza.
Why?
My mom would kill me.
Mom doesn't have to know.
Yeah, how's Mom going to know?
The
gotta
dog keeps
bring-
on her bed.
That could have been anything. I hear a cat. Who's cat?
It's our cat.
I'm not even able to have cats because my mom's allergic to them, so.
I'm allergic to bullshit,
Likewise.
which is why I'm not in... Oh, I told a great joke today. This is great. So, the guy across the aisle from me, I don't remember why we had gotten onto this, but he's like, I'm afraid of heights. And I said, I'm afraid of heights too, which is why I'm no longer in management. I made Sir Rob leave. Because, you know, you're upwardly mobile in management.
Yes, no, I get it. I didn't care much for it.
We did it. It just wasn't very good.
Oh, hey, I got hoots and hollers and laughs all over the place. I was the belle of the ball.
Is that possibly because you were surrounded by other government workers?
Other people that also make fun of management. And I think it helps that I also make fun of management because I used to be management and I just roll with it.
Nice.
Yeah. So I had a lobotomy and I've had brain reconstructive surgery.
Just sort of smooshed it back in there, like through the hole.
Well, she's been rebuilding it.
How's that?
She's been building it in from the south entrance. You sit down. You know, if we had Bob on, we'd have the full Monty here.
Thanks, Bob.
Where's Bob?
He's in the middle of the Tennessee woods playing Deliverance.
That's wrong. Like, that sounds incredibly wrong.
He's on vacation, and apparently in the woods you can't get the internet. So I don't know what the point of vacation would be if you can't have the internet.
Right?
That's not vacation without the internet.
You're scratching your back.
Yeah.
Right.
I honestly don't understand why people go to the woods for anything.
Well,
Being-
Well, I mean, because I hunt, so that's why I go to the woods.
Being where we're from, going to the woods where we're from, you will literally get carried off by mosquitoes. Mosquitoes will pick you up and take you to drain you dry.
And then covered in ticks.
Yes, and then you have to pick off all the ticks when they're done.
oh, I see.
That's not good.
But in Portland, I know where all 6 bugs are, so it's great.
So there's only
Yeah.
6 bugs in Portland? Okay.
I make that joke because I hardly see them. Although the one that was pissing me off today, he was very close to losing his life.
And our Venus flytrap is eating one right now.
Yeah.
Oh, that's legit.
Nice.
The one thing I love about where I live is that there are no mosquitoes here.
You serious? In Eugene, there's no mosquitoes.
I haven't encountered any since I moved.
My my couple of summers in Portland are the only years of my life that I have not had mosquito bites.
Yeah, well, you're lucky because mosquitoes love to go for me.
Only more and more. So.
Yep.
Bug spray does not work to keep mosquitoes off of me, so.
You know, since we're going on a big hiatus and I have such a large cast, I think we should do a Mad Lib.
Sure.
I haven't done one of those since I was a kid.
We did them on the air all the time.
Been a while since
Well, maybe I'll start doing those on my podcast as well once I get that thing up and running, figuring out how to do it.
She's just stealing all kinds of ideas from you.
Yeah, she is.
This is so convenient.
Let's see here. I need to...
I mean, so far the podcast I'm running is only to be run by me and one of my friends. That's it. So it's a 2-woman show, which is not going to be easy to do.
What I've been doing is I pick one at random. I don't tell you what the title is, and then you guys come up with all the stuff here. Let's see here. Oh, here we go. All right. Metal Jesus. I need a plural noun.
geese.
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 Okay. Sarab, I need an adjective.
Oh, I don't know. Stealthily.
Stealthily. Wow, that's a long word.
Sorry.
Kuik.
How about
Kuik, I need a plural noun.
four?
Swans.
Rachel, I need an adjective.
Quickly?
Trisha, I need an adjective.
Lazily.
Sarab, I need a noun.
7.
7. All right. Metal, I know I messed up that order, but that's fine. Metal, this next one is person in room, last name, but as our house rules go, you can use any last name, any famous anything. You can use any last name anywhere ever.
Bond.
Excellent.
Bond.
James Bond.
Kuik, last name of person.
Translate. Please translate.
Can you spell that, please?
Did you give me one?
Yes.
What was it?
Tenebrae.
Tenebrae?
Sure. Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm going to murder my dog here in a half an hour. So.
No, you're not. No. No dog murder. I need a place from you.
For me?
Yeah.
Italy.
Italy. Hun, I need another last name of a person.
Einstein.
Einstein. Metal, part of the body.
Eyelash.
Eyelash. Oh, Sarab, I need a type of liquid.
Let's go with ram's piss.
Ram's piss?
Exactly.
Okay. Kuik, I need article of clothing plural.
Vests.
Vests. Rachel, I need a relative.
Grandmother.
Grandmother. You know, nobody has used the word fuck yet. I'm very not sure how to take that. Trisha?
Ooh, you just did.
Furniture.
Ottoman.
I'm going to spell that this way. Okay. Metal, verb ending in ing.
Just say it. Just say it. Just do it. Just do it.
Plumbing.
And Sarab, I need an adjective. You are the last one.
Fucking.
Fucking.
There you go.
There we go.
Here we go. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Are you ready?
No.
Campfire stories.
Bob.
It's always fun to chop up some geese and use them to build a stealthily campfire. Then you get all of the swans to sit around the fire and tell scary stories. You can tell about Ichabod Crane, the quickly schoolteacher of Sleepy Hollow, and his lazily adventures with the Headless Seven. Or you can tell the fall of the House of Bond, which was written by Edgar Allan Tenebrae. You can tell about vampires from Italy, like the terrible Count Einstein, who bit people on the eyelash and drank their ram's piss. By this time, many of the young campers will start shaking in their vests and will begin yelling for their grandmother and go hide under the ottoman. Believe me, when it comes to coming, a bunch of kids, there's nothing like a real fucking ghost story. Oh, yes. I'm totally adding ram's piss to the list of items.
Oh my god, the vampires from Italy, though, that was actually pretty funny.
Yeah. Biting them on the eyelash.
Yeah.
And drinking the ram's piss.
Yes. Drink that ram's piss.
That's how they do it in Germany, man. To train for Beer Fest. I don't know what to tell you.
I got to write that down now, too. That's how they do it in Germany. That's how they do it. Oh, there's a cat right there.
I'm charmed by your cat right now.
Well, just so that we alert all the major intelligence gathering apparatuses, that is ISIS. She is a little terrorist, and she's so cute. She's like a cute bomb.
I could see that.
Yeah, so now the NSA, the CIA, and the FBI should all be watching because somebody's got to watch us live.
And maybe one of them can come on the show. Say hello.
Right? Yeah.
I'm hoping
And if they weren't aware, I would totally give away some graphic novels and plush toys. All they have to do is go to tlk.io/thegreatestshow.
They don't have to do anything if they're watching. They can just hack the stream right now and make their presence known.
They could. I mean, I would like them to show up in the viewers on the bottom of the screen.
They're the NSA. They can't do that.
Come on. I don't need to see who. In fact, I can't see who viewed it. I just need to. Hi, kitty. Hi, kitty, mama. Kitty, that's probably not a wise decision to jump from there.
Oh, it's gonna
Your
happen.
face just says
It
fear,
happened.
fear.
Here she goes. Never mind.
I knew it. She evaluated and she decided not worth it.
You could see the measurements. She measured twice and cut once. And cut the hell out of there.
Yes, I measure all kinds of things and cut twice.
But no, I will seriously not be stealing show ideas for my podcast from you. I promise you that much.
Whatever.
I won't.
The rest of us steal stuff from him all the time.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin took so much stuff when he was here. Unbelievable.
Sheesh. At least he didn't take the cat. So
His cat caused me to be allergic to cats.
What?
So there's a cat that lives outside my window here, and so I spent a lot of time hanging out with the cat because I don't have much else to do. And I had no issues at all until I went to visit him for one of these shows. And while I was staying at his place, I started sneezing and just could not stop. And then ever since I've been back, every time I go near that cat, I start sneezing.
Once again, with the common denominator in the story.
No, see, this thing didn't show up until I spent time around DJ's cat, though.
Wait. So the black cat, or black cat, I don't even know what color it is. I just assume the cat that chills out by your window. You were fine with that cat until you went to DJ's and came back.
Right.
Are you sure it wasn't DJ?
I mean, it's true. There could be something wrong with him. Well, more things than the obvious.
I mean, you.
Before we blame an innocent cat, I think we should examine all facts of the story.
Well, you're going to have one person that's going to agree with you, and she's already shaking her head.
And I wasn't here when Kevin showed up, so it's not me.
Well, there goes my theory.
You didn't have that theory.
I did for a moment.
Also, the word you're thinking of is hypothesis.
There goes Debbie Downer again.
yep.
No wonder why he got stabbed.
And taste.
That's legit. Yeah, you got to write that one down.
Oh, shit. Oh, God.
Yes.
Oh, stop. So because I'm a mailman, I walk a lot, and I frequently, apparently now, wear holes in the back of my socks.
Ooh.
I thought I had a spare pair with me today. I did not. So I did next best thing to keep my ankle or my heel from rubbing completely open. And that was, I took one of my bandanas and I wrapped it around my foot and tied it and then put my foot back in the shoe, and it lasted through the rest of the day. So I improvised and it worked. Yeah.
That was a bandana holding up.
How's the what holding up?
Does the bandana, get destroyed or?
No, it's fine. I don't plan on using it long term. I just needed to get through the day. And then I'm going to order 100,000 pairs of socks.
Yeah, I bet I ordered some more socks at this point because my dog Bella destroys my socks eventually. I'll put a pair of socks on, and the next thing you know, I'll be walking around, and I'm like, why is my foot sticking to the ground? And I lift up my foot and look, and I go, damn it, Bella, because there's a hole in my sock all the time.
Totally.
Yeah, I blame the dog for destroying my clothing.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, the dog destroys everything.
Oh, yeah. You're not the common denominator there at all.
I don't destroy anything. The only thing I've ever destroyed would be a car tire, and that was because I got a horrible flat tire.
Wait. I want her to ask me this again louder on camera. Go ahead.
How about bulletproof socks?
I love the idea of bulletproof socks.
What?
What?
Yeah.
I need socks, and she asked me about bulletproof socks.
Military grade aramid fibers strategically reinforce the toe and heel to prevent tears.
Okay, what about bulletproof shirts for Kevin? He's been stabbed multiple times.
Well, he needs stab proof.
Like proof here. Like stab proof.
He needs to wear chainmail, apparently.
Right. And a quaff. Don't forget the quaff.
So is Bob selling any of his chainmail creations?
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, he would. Now, if you asked him to make you a chainmail shirt so you could stop getting stabbed, I bet he would do it. Dear Bob, I'm having a problem getting stabbed. Please make me chainmail. Love, Kevin.
Dear Bob, please leave a hole in it about yay big. Love, heavy metal, Kevin.
You are cold. You're a cold motherfucker. You know that?
Hey, he knew what I meant whenever I said hypothesis, theory, whatever,
What's he doing?
law.
Is Srob undoing the time stream?
Yes. He's pulling a Barry Allen.
Why you gotta blow up my spot? Just sitting here minding my own business.
Sure you are. Srob, do you collect comics?
No, unfortunately, don't.
Do you read them?
No, I don't do that either. I should. I enjoy. I mean, the only thing I've really read as far as comics, I used to read a lot of Archie comics as a kid. I've read the Superman Man of Steel comics, and I've read Sandman by Gaiman, which was awesome, and Watchmen and graphic novels.
So you have a background, but you haven't done anything recent.
Nope. I don't even have that heavy of a background.
If you've read some, which you've named off some, you have a background.
Okay, that's fair.
Now
But I'm in
you've,
no way current.
you've now been profiled, and of course the FBI, NSA, and the CIA are all watching. So we've just gotten a couple of your items out there.
Totally.
We'll continue to point out other things about you because we gotta divert attention from all of us white people.
Yeah, absolutely. That's because, attention to white people, that's the last thing we need now.
White people are sketchy as fuck.
Says Debbie Downer.
That's why you got teased by Grandma.
That's a good one, too.
Oh shit.
That's why he got tased by grandmas.
Now, Bob and I, a long time ago, I used to do this all the time. There's a long stretch of shows where we had a whole bunch of these. There was one show where we said so many fuzzy things that it took up 3 pages. I had 3 pages of stuff written down.
That's amazing. How do you pick from all that?
You vote and narrow it down and vote again and narrow it down and
Well, when Bob and I were just doing it, we kind of did a whole, run through them all. What we're going to do when we're done is I'll run through and basically you give a thumbs up and thumbs down, and the highest rated ones will get to the second round, basically. So, yeah. We had a lot of good ones last week. Here, let's
Yeah, because
tell.
I wasn't here last week, so I don't even know what happened.
Let's give you all a preview of some of the things that I had written down last week.
I want to say that none of you were there last week.
Metal Jesus was.
Oh, was he?
Yes.
I was touring a Navy ship, so that's my last weekend.
Remember he
And I was watching people
Metal
keep their
Jesus
clothes
quite
on.
a lot.
Oh, that's right. That's why I forgot he was there.
So the yesterday's last week's some things. Katy Perry quotes. Allergic to cats. Let's make this a TV show. The cover of the episode was because of this, and the cover of the episode is Batman riding a shark with a lightsaber. It gets to the monkey. That level of dumb. The least favorite one, of course, was or else. The winner, of course, he was also the Danish girl. I just know about his strip. I almost dropped a deuce. Maybe I'll fight Apollo. You're a little dragon dude.
Oh, bear wrestling.
Fishman. Barely functional. And kind of from New Zealand.
As opposed to all from New Zealand.
Well, the actual quote was kind of from New Zealand, kind of from Australia, depending on what works best.
Isn't that how he described Manu?
Yeah. That's how we describe Manu Bennett, or that's how our Australian guest last week described Manu Bennett. He would have been happy to join us this week also, but he is currently at Supernova, which is an Australian Comic-Con or entertainment con.
Oh, I love going to.
So it's like it's almost 2:00 in the afternoon there for them.
You should live stream. Just pop in for like 15 minutes.
So is it like a normal con, but with way more venomous animals?
Yeah. They take the venom and put it into the comic books.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure how the dangerousness of the comic book works, but it's like it's like San Diego Comic-Con. They got movie people, they got comic people, they got it all.
Also marsupials.
They do have marsupials. The Periodic Table of Awesome, their latest episode, is an interview with the guy that plays the Riddler on Gotham.
Nice.
I tried watching Gotham, actually.
I still need to give that one a shot.
I didn't like it.
Good luck with that.
Yeah, we got halfway through season 2 and stopped because it was just we didn't like it anymore.
I was halfway through episode 1 before I stopped.
Well, you gave it that good old college try.
Hey, at least I passed 2 classes so far this term.
Wait, you took 3, but you only passed 2?
So far, to my knowledge, I don't know what my pre-calc grade is yet.
It's good. All
All I know is that I calculated my geology grade and my chemistry grade. I didn't even study for my geology final, yet I passed it, so...
It's about rocks. How much is there to study about, really?
True, when you know about half of the shit already.
How much has changed?
This
No.
isn't rocket surgery.
True.
Well, there's 3 types of rocks. Forward, soft, and classical.
That's legit.
Did you just drop some knowledge on us?
Did he?
But
Yeah.
it was like a little pun in there. I think it was a pun.
Yeah.
I think that's what they're called.
Sorry, I can't pick up puns anymore.
I was told by Facebook this morning that you can tell you've done a good pun when everyone in the room tells you to shut the fuck up.
That's totally legit.
No, for me, the problem with me, my house is that once my dad starts going off a punt, he won't shut up for about 10 minutes until someone yells, shut up.
My dad starts going off with puns.
It's good. And that's actually really true.
I'll of course get better at this whole title thing when we come back, because we'll have more structure to our shows when we come back. We're gonna be all professional and shit.
Nice.
Right.
It's been explained already, but why the long hiatus?
We've gotten sick of him.
Yeah, we've gotten sick of the old man.
We've gotten sick of him. So last week, I would say, even though it was a great show, was an anomaly. For our last couple of months, if we don't have a rigid structure, we just seem to fall apart. And I decided that maybe we need to take some time away, give everybody their summer to relax, refresh, And then when we come back, we're coming back into a Comic-Con because we're coming back on September 9th, the weekend of Rose City Comic-Con.
Mm-hmm.
We'll have something to talk about.
Yeah.
We should all have all of our pent-up geekiness ready to burst all over.
Yeah, mine will be ready to burst within 2 weeks before Rose City Comic Con, just to warn you.
So are we going to be starting late that night, or how's that going to work?
And are you actually going to broadcast from the con?
I can't. I have to run this show from my laptop because the phone, I can't do that from the phone. So
Right. So unless you're going to be leaving early, we might need to start a bit later than usual.
Unless like, he left early at the convention, I was still at the convention, then I could have it on my phone.
Yeah, same.
Oh, you're going to be there?
I was planning to.
Okay, I didn't know that. Because all I knew was that the old man was going to be there.
Yeah, I'm planning to do Rose City and KomoriCon this year.
I'm only going to do Rose City and probably Wizard World because I already have a ticket for Wizard World thanks to my friend in Connecticut. So,
Wizard World already happened this year in Portland.
I meant next year, you know what I mean? Yeah. Because my friend from Connecticut, like her aunt wished to come with her, but their aunt can't go. So she's like, oh, I'll give you my aunt's 3-day ticket. So.
you said "aunt" a whole lot in that.
Yeah.
I know.
That's
I don't
not
think you do. At one point, I even thought you said a "hant." My "hant."
What is wrong with your hearing, old man?
I'm old.
110 Northeast 82nd, that salon.
Yes. So, Sarav, if you didn't know, I'm learning Vietnamese.
I was wondering what you were looking at on your phone.
I'm playing a game that I need to do on my daily. No, but I have a lot of Vietnamese people on my route, and I work with a lot of Vietnamese people, so I decided to start learning Vietnamese. So
far,
I think it's going great. I can say quite a bit, actually. Of course, the first thing I learned was.
What's the standard Vietnamese interaction you have with one of your people?
What's the standard Vietnamese what?
What's the standard Vietnamese exchange that you have? So you're delivering mail to somebody and he's Vietnamese.
Well, the best one would be the beauty salon that she's looking up. The head lady there. I will walk in and tell her good morning, and then she will say good. And while she's so good, she'll say hello, brother, or hello there.
Okay, I'm gonna go because I've got to get ready. I have to work tomorrow, and I'm gonna go shut up Boone. So.
Bye.
My puppy's evil. At this point, he's in another room. Yep, my microphone is picking it up.
No, that's DJ.
Yeah, that.
No. The louder barking behind me that you can hear.
No, I'm way louder than the dog.
I swear that's DJ.
All right, we'll see you in the future.
Yeah, maybe see you at Rose City Comic Con.
Yes.
I know I'm doing my Anakin Skywalker cosplay. And then I'm doing the Lord of the Rings so far.
And I'm going with a giant butt.
Or is it old man?
I'm still trying to decide what I'm going to go as this year.
You're going to go as the left cheek of my giant butt.
No.
I'm the right cheek. We're just it's brilliant. All right.
No.
Okay, I gotta go.
Bye, Rachel.
Bye.
Okay, so I will walk in. I'll say good morning. She'll say hello.
No, in Vietnamese.
Oh, Chào buổi sáng is good morning.
Okay.
She will say Chào long, which is hello, brother, or hello, man, hello, dude. We'll discuss whatever new thing that I had learned that day. Recently, it's been I've run by Mot Chut, which is a little.
Okay.
Kamun, which is thank you. There is also I also recently learned hengaplai, which is see you later. I know, and then I say goodbye, tambiet. Sorry, tambiet, and then she'll back and forth with. She could say more obviously because she is Vietnamese, but
That's okay.
if I'm saying something with the incorrect accent, because there's a lot of accents with their vowels, she'll correct it. And then I'll go down the street to the State Farm guy, and as long as he's not on the phone with a customer, I'll run some things by him too.
That's awesome. So you're getting like living lessons from people.
Yes. And I know it's working because there's a guy on my route who gets stuff that needs to be signed for a lot. Now, he speaks very little English, but one day I walked up and I said, "Chao Bui Sang," and he looks up at me like, "Oh." And then he signed, and I told him, "Thank you." Or,
Look,
Kamu.
he's on to me right now.
Secret's out.
What?
Nothing.
And I told him goodbye in Vietnamese. So he was impressed. I mean, I'm saying it to more of the Vietnamese, the ones I think are native speakers, the ones that don't speak very much. I got a lady, I don't think she understood that I could say as much as I could till I had her sign for something. My first thing was to learn stuff that I'm going to need to say every day. I say good morning all the time. Goodbye. See you. I need to learn see you tomorrow. Because see you later is okay. But
goodbye, see you tomorrow. Where's the bathroom?
Well, the first thing that I learned from a Vietnamese speaker was "fuck you," which is
okay.
Yeah, that's the ultimate needed.
Curses are usually the first thing anybody learns.
well, that was unintentional because I wasn't trying to learn Vietnamese. So the guy kept saying this one phrase to me, and I finally asked him what it was. He told me. So now the first thing we say to each other when we see each other is "Dong Ma,"
which is "fuck you." That's great.
I also know how to say "fat boy," which is "Tiang Ma." So "Dong Ma Tiang Ma," fuck you, fat boy, because
I'm gonna get in so much trouble next time I go to California visit my Vietnamese friends.
Once I get Vietnamese down or get comfortable enough to where I can have at least a broken Vietnamese conversation with somebody, I was thinking about Spanish or
that's a good one.
I think that I can speak enough Spanish to get by. I want to learn weird stuff. So, but I don't work with anybody else that speaks. Like there's a group of Vietnamese guys that go out on break together, and they are rapid fire Vietnamese. So I'm listening all kinds of stuff, trying to pick up things. There's a few words that they say all the time, and I can't wait till I speak it well enough or understand it well enough to understand what they're talking about. The great thing about that,
the translation is really like a fucking DJ. Fucking DJ.
The great part about that is that I know the context of the conversation. They're talking about work. So,
yeah.
I just, oh, shit.
Nice job.
I made a mess.
Yeah.
Oops. Talk amongst yourselves.
All right, Captain. So other Kevin, where do you live?
Oregon.
Eugene, Oregon. Okay, and how is that in proximity to where DJ lives?
It's about 120 miles south.
That's not bad. That's not terrible. That's not a 2-hour drive.
Yeah.
But Kevin doesn't drive.
Oh, you don't drive? Why don't you drive?
So it's kind of a long story.
A car tried to stab him once, so he just stopped doing it.
That's going on the list.
Yes, totally.
So the Cliff Notes version is when I was a teenager, my uncle loaned me his motorcycle so that I could use it for the day, and I was riding it, and he woke up and noticed that his motorcycle was gone and forgot that he let me borrow it.
And he called me
stolen.
Totally.
And so I was pulled over, and and taken into custody. And so because I was riding a stolen motorcycle while underage and without a license, I had my right to have a license taken away until I turned 21. And then once I turned 21, I just never actually.
It's never actually happened. And how old are you now?
25.
All right, so 4 years. Have you ever thought of going and getting your license?
Yeah, the main issue with that, though, is that the closest family that I have lives around 200 miles away from me.
Okay.
And so I don't have a car that I could actually use to take the test in.
Oh yeah, you got to bring your own car, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
What if you just buy a pizza for an Uber driver or something? Just be like, listen, I need your car for 15 minutes. All right, I'll buy you a pizza and a round of beer. Just I got to take the driver's test.
I have a friend who is who's going to let me learn to drive on his vehicle, but I just need to actually get around to going and getting the permit and everything.
It's real easy, man. You just need to go to the test. It's real easy. You just the right pedal is the gas, the left pedal is the brake. Try not to hit shit. Run around, have fun. Listen to obey the signs. Obey the signs.
They've
So
got
loosely, there's some guidelines. There's some guidelines there.
They've got this driving simulator called Grand Theft Auto.
Yes, great driving simulator.
They released the latest edition called 5 2 years ago.
Why is it when I come back, everybody quiets down? Really?
We were talking about you, and now you fucked it up.
You're usually the loudest person in the room.
I was really just writing down a car tried to stab him once. We have a lot of stab titles.
I wonder why.
Yeah, because you guys won't leave that alone.
Honestly, I'm really surprised at all the stab jokes that I've just heard.
We really don't like Kevin, but he just won't go away. So we tell a lot of stab jokes.
I try to go away, but then you won't leave me alone until I come back.
It's true.
Well, we're still waiting on the maze to get authorized, so once that happens, you'll know if we don't like you.
It's cold, man.
It's true. What'll be weird is when Metal Jesus lives here, and then I can get Kevin to come up from Eugene, and we have a 4-person live in studio show.
They give me crap about how many times I've been stabbed, and yet I know where. DJ, and then eventually Kevin. I will know where they live.
Oh, dude, just ping me outside of this thing. I'll tell you where they live.
There was a lady downtown today that I gave some dog treats to, and she saw my wedding ring, and she's like, "Man, that's a really nice ring. You should be careful downtown though with something like that." And I told her, if you knew where I lived in Portland, you'd realize that where I live is way more dangerous than downtown.
What is the difference? Like, what is it about where you live versus downtown? What are the differences?
There's break-ins and robberies and
During the
trespassing and
she wasn't here for it, but during the pre-show, I had almost nonstop sirens outside.
shootings, lots and lots of shootings.
Sounds like Newark.
There's there's all kinds of violence and crime out here. And then all the homeless people dumping their shit at the end of our street.
Oh boy.
Well, actually at both ends of the street.
Oh, that's fun.
That actually reminds me, when I was out at the burlesque thing last week, I met up with some of my friends because one of my friends was in the show, and I was hanging out with her boyfriend, and we decided to come back to my place so that so that he could get some water or something. Because I only live a couple of blocks away from downtown. But anyways, so we got to my place and we got water and went back to the show. And on the way, we were talking about how even though I'm right by downtown, it's not that bad of an area, and I don't need to worry about getting stabbed here or anything. And so
And then
after the show, we went and got pizza, and then I decided to head home. And he asked if I wanted him to give me a ride back because it was at like 1 a.m. at that point. I was like, no, I can find my way back. It's not a problem. And so I walk home and I stumble in, go to bed. And then the next morning, the police are knocking on the door. Apparently someone got stabbed out in the alley by my apartment like 20 minutes after I got home.
And then you checked and it was actually you.
Wow.
You know, I have to say that is the worst story build-up ever. Like, I was hanging out with my friend's boyfriend, and then I invited them both back to my house for like a glass of water or something, and then
well, because we were drinking at the burlesque show, but if we want, the water there was more expensive than the alcohol.
Yeah, that's why you just drink the beer.
But we wanted to get some water so we could sober up a bit. And
While we were in North Dakota for our 2-week vacation, there were 2 stabbings on the Max, the public transportation that I use to get downtown. One was like some lady was getting attacked, and she ducked onto the Max to try to get away from the attacker.
Right.
And then the other one was national news because a psychopath killed 2 people and then sliced another guy open, like from up near his ear down through his chest. He lived, but the other 2 died on the scene because the psycho guy was I don't know, he was like going after a couple of teenage girls on the Max.
He was nuts and wanted to stab people, it sounds like.
basically, he tried to hate crime 2 teenage girls, and then he killed the people who came to their defense.
Exactly. Yep, he killed.
That I did hear of. That happened near you, huh?
yes.
I was on the. Well, I was on the pre-show with these guys on the Max while I was going by the stop that this all happened at.
Shit.
Wow.
And then 2 weeks after that happened, another guy who was mentally ill left a backpack at that same stop, and he made it look like it was a bomb. And then he called 911 to report it.
That's great.
And because it was, or was it a week later? It was either 1 week or 2 weeks to the day of the stabbing. And so because everyone was on edge from that, they shut down all of the Max transportation in that area. They shut down one direction of the interstate because it goes along the Max tracks. And then all of the buildings that were anywhere near it were closed down. So there's like a 24-hour fitness with 300 people in it, grocery store, hardware store, you name it. They shut everything down, brought in a bomb squad, had a robot there to go check out the package. It was a hoax.
Did they catch the guy?
Yes.
Right.
And what's really sad here, I think, is how quickly they let people go. Because when they like arrested him, and then he was out the next day, and the TV station tracked him down to interview him, because they're like, you'll have to come back for a court date, but they let him go. And He's like, oh, I just didn't take my medication that day.
Oh yeah, that's all right. That's it.
Yep. So then there was that, and then there was another bomb scare at another Mac stop downtown a few days after that. I mean, it was like just a suitcase. I don't know. I don't remember what happened with that, but that's all been within like 4 weeks. I mean, just the bigger stories. There's been a whole lot more. That's just what I can relate to the transportation that I use.
So the major.
So
event.
what you need to do is just buy a whole bunch of briefcases and just go out and ride the bus all day and just leave a briefcase on random trains.
Yeah, no, don't do that.
Well,
The exact opposite of that.
what she needs to do is ride random buses and leave dog sprinkles on all of them.
There you go. I did give dog treats to
Start taking a look.
at least 3 dogs on the way to Sharon's house today.
And food.
Yeah, maybe.
Did you just say you have to poop?
No, I'm just popping my knees.
He's pooping.
I'm not pooping.
He's currently crapping his pants.
Yes.
He's apparently crapping his pants.
But since Trump got elected, Portland's become a very violent place.
Yes, it has. It has made the news quite a bit. I know.
Yep. Every time there's going to be any sort of rally or march, it's basically going to turn into a violent riot, protest.
I am so tired of protests at this point that I don't even, that you could actually have a legit concern and you want to march for something, great. But you know what? I don't care anymore because the fuckers here protest at the drop of a fucking hat over everything. Oh, you're driving a green car. We're having a protest.
That sounds horrible. I can't believe that there are such strong idealists of both sides living in such concentration. Or is it the fact that like it just takes anything to?
The thing is, the vast majority of the population of the state lives in the Portland area, so that has something to do with it. But also, Portland is known as a destination for exactly those types of people from every other state.
Interesting.
Like, there are so many people who live in Portland who are from other states who came there specifically because it's a big place for protests.
Huh.
So it reflects badly on Oregon as a whole, I think. But honestly, Portland is the only city where this crap happens. I mean, there are protests everywhere else in the state, but they're not as stupid as the ones in Portland are.
And the worst part of the protests when Trump got elected were people were being interviewed and it's kids that couldn't even vote or didn't vote.
Or didn't, right.
And how can you protest something you didn't participate in?
Well, I mean, that much makes sense. There, at that point, you're protesting the stupidity of the people who did vote.
But
No, you do that by voting. That's how you protest.
I meant for the people who are too young to vote.
Oh yeah, because people walk out of high schools here all the time to have protests too.
they spend more time out of school than they do in.
And from the statistics, we constantly hear the graduation rate here is really poor, and the kids come out really stupid. But it's because they apparently don't attend very much school in Portland.
Well, also, Portland has a very, very poorly funded public school system.
Oh, they just passed some sort of bond that we have to pay like $78 million for something.
Huh, they might actually be trying to fix it then. Because I know that was a big complaint that they have such a high volume of homeschooling and private schooling there that the public schools end up underfunded.
I'm pretty sure it's to put sprinkler systems in to prevent fires. And I'm not kidding.
How many fires a day happen out there?
Well, apparently the fire codes in most of these schools is so 20 years old, like
I know, like 80 years old.
they're not prepared at all. But It's like the city. We have snow at least once every single year. Are we prepared for it? No, we're completely taken off guard. But they will talk for months and months and months about the city preparing for an earthquake that may or may never happen.
Years, decades. Everything has to be prepared for an earthquake, but nothing has to be prepared for the weather that happens every year, guaranteed.
Right. I mean, there's also the events with a higher probability.
Yeah, but again, a lot of that has to do with the sheer number of people immigrating into the city every year.
These people are not going to cause an earthquake. We still have a snow problem.
Yes.
Right now, I mean the snow thing. Like, a lot of residents also aren't year-round residents, so that has an effect on that.
There is as likely a chance to have an earthquake here as a sharknado.
Oh, I would prefer a Sharknado.
What's the new one? The
Tsunami.
tsunami.
Or if you listen to Brian Austin Green, or with Brian, the podcast with Brian Austin Green, they recently came up with Bear-nami.
Ooh.
That's a tsunami made of bears.
Yeah, I was just like putting that into my head. It's like a tsunami with bears.
And somebody, Brian Austin Green has been worn down to, he said he will be in the movie if somebody writes it, and makes the poster correctly. And I have recently seen the poster. In fact, let me look it up for you so you can all see the poster.
For Bear-nami.
For Bear-nami.
What?
Oh, you missed a great deal in your short little exodus there. You missed a lot.
Is this like the Sharknado we're following?
Yes, totally. That's where we're going with that.
With Michael Austin Green.
Apparently.
Basically, the main gist is Portland is stupid and so are movies.
Yes.
Well, I don't know much about the first part, but movies have become stupid recently.
Oh God.
Here it is. All right.
That is hilarious.
So I'm going to go ahead and screen share. Boom. There it is.
Yeah.
Experience it in IMAX. Apparently, whoever made the original posters put only polar bears in, and Brian Austin Green wasn't happy with it. So he wanted all kinds of bears, like koala bears and panda bears and grizzly bears.
Has he responded to it?
So here's how this works.
Now he's got to do the movie. Like, honestly, his request, I think, was satisfied.
There is a podcast called With Brian Austin Green, and it's Brian Austin Green, it's Derek Russell, and it's Steve Glosson. And Steve and Derek got him to suggest Bear-nami on like episode 2, and finally on episode 4 or 5 is when they wore him down to star in it if somebody does that poster. So it's a work in progress, really, at this point.
Time. How far in are we episode wise?
For episodes?
Yes.
4 or 5.
So that's it. So we're at the bleeding edge of trying to get.
Yes. So, and I just have to say, that podcast is hilarious because it's just hilarious. You just have to listen to it with Brian Austin or with Brian Austin Green. It's good stuff. Wow. I really killed the momentum of this podcast by suggesting you listening to something else.
Well, the good
No,
news
I think you got it a while ago.
Yeah, and she just pointed out it's good news because it's over in 6 minutes. Why wait 6 minutes, right?
Yeah.
I'm still trying to remind myself to watch the Titan's Grave thing.
Oh, it's great. Check it out.
Yes. Did you watch the Will Wheaton thing?
Yeah. Volcana. Yeah, absolutely. I love it.
I'm waiting for season 2. I'm like on the edge of my seat, like right now. I'm on the edge of my seat right now.
Apparently it got delayed due to like production issues, like with his other stuff, but it is happening sometime this year.
I think it's
Yeah.
filmed, or they haven't even filmed it yet.
I don't know.
They haven't filmed it yet.
They are bringing back those four people, right? Because
Yeah, it's going to be the same 4 people.
excellent. That dynamic worked really well. Really well.
I thought so too. And I would love to do something like that too, but you all are spread all over the United States.
Yes, that is true.
But
Oh,
go ahead.
I was gonna say something else we talked about a couple of weeks ago. The Pirates. I watched the Black Sails show.
Oh,
I watched the first 3 seasons of that.
Wow.
Wow.
Very, very good.
Yeah, it is. Black Sails is awesome.
I mean, it's.
Really.
I like that it's a prequel to Treasure Island, so I already know how it ends.
And I haven't seen season 4 yet, but I'm very anxious. Never wait, I don't want to know this answer on air. So for the viewers, we're gonna cut the show, but we're gonna have our post show so that we can determine a title and we can have a little banter back and forth for a little while. So thank you for joining us. And we will be back in September. There will be shows coming out on this feed. I plan a best of couple of episodes. Rachel will work on that. Maybe some of the others will work on that. I may have a surprise here and there that pops out on this channel that also goes out on the audio feed. And, if somebody else starts something else, like if Kevin Kuick starts streaming his video game playing, we can put that on the YouTube channel as well. So,
Which man?
Yeah, I'm still trying to figure out how to get it all set up with the PS4. But once Stormblood is actually open to be streamed, I'll probably start doing that.
sweet. Well, you just if you need help, I will help. So, but I want to thank Kevin Kuick for joining me. Yeah, audio listeners can't see you wave. Thanks, Metal Jesus, and thanks for the surprise Sarab guest. Sarab, I have to say, I want to thank you for absolutely coming on because I have made custom intros for every single one of us, and yours is the only one that hasn't gotten used. But because you've been on the show now, I can use it and move on to some other intros in the future. So you absolutely have to rewatch this show when I repost it after doing the editing for your intro specifically.
Totally.
So we're going to cut her off now. Thank you, Tricia, for coming in.
Yep.
And
I live here.
We'll see you in September. Bye-bye.
Wake me when September ends.